A dual citizen must be that person who has declared to the authorities to be as such. And for you to do that, in other words, for Uganda to recognize your British passport and the passport that you had of Uganda, you must first and foremost have a clean record in terms of crime. In other words, you must have a certificate that clears you from authorities that you are not a criminal or suspect in any way, you're a wanted person or fugitive. Now, it is not enough for you to come to the UK and use your whatever methods and get the UK, the British citizenship, and hide the other passport of Uganda, and come back to Uganda and say, you see, I hold the Ugandan passport and I have the British passport, I'm here by a dual citizen. It's not as simple as that. In other words, for one to acquire citizenship, it should be something that must be taken seriously. It shouldn't be something as simple as it has been in our country where we did not have national IDs. Every Tom, Dick and Harry would just walk into the country and say Ugandan or declared as such. So the issue of nationality is a fundamental issue. The fact that every country, every space has been carved out into sovereign states, and each state being sovereign, the matter of nationality of such sovereign states is of fundamental importance. And if you take such to be as important as I'm stating it, then we need to look at citizenship with such gravity of it that it deserves. The processes that are encapsulated for one to acquire citizenship or to be regularized are supposed to be laborious, and that is the practice the world over. Now, in Uganda, we realized that it was important to join other civilized countries that regard dual citizenship as fundamental to enable easy movement of their own citizens, cooperation with others who want to cooperate and work with their nationals. So there are categories of citizenship that Ugandans are supposed to be defined by. Now, and so the requirement is as follows. One, you must be a national of Uganda. And the national of Uganda is well defined in the law, both in the constitution and the attendant laws. In other words, you must either be a member of the ethnic communities in our country as at 1st of February 1926, when Uganda's borders were finally drawn, or a national of the other second country, and you must have documentation to certify that. The other one is that any one of your parents is supposed to have been born in Uganda, and therefore by that you have a right to claim the citizenship. And the other one, of course, is where you get naturalized. And then it has to be of age, 18 and above. Why? And that's why I come to Francis' question. It involves taking oath of allegiance. And for you to take oath of allegiance, you know, in a matter of law, you must be of a majority age. And that's why children who are below 18, the minors, cannot attest to that effect. So if you are a Ugandan in diaspora, you have a citizen with another country, and you have a child, that means that child, until it becomes of age, 18 years, it cannot be accorded the dual citizenship. So what happens? The child will definitely have been born outside there and hold the passport or citizenship of the country where you're coming from. So if you're from the UK, that child will be British citizen. And therefore, that child will be treated as such. So that means if you came to Uganda and you asked for a visa, the child has to apply for the visa, even if you as a Ugandan will be exempt. But there's a way to go around that. The first one is that the child should be declared as such and applies for a temporary pass. And that temporary pass is for the children who are not of 18 years. As a political leader, a representative, but with knowledge in my sector. So I don't want to speak like I'm defending certain canons that are supposed to be defended by the executive, but I just share the information with you so that if you have ideas to improve in some areas, we'll be very happy to carry them with us.